Bratz dolls have raised questions regarding the hypersexualization of dolls marketed to young girls. The response from the public tends to range from complacency and acceptance to retaliation and action against the poor gender-stereotyped role models. One such example of action is the tree change dolls, founded by a mother in Australia. Sonia Singh, an artist from Tasmania, began turning old dolls found in thrift shops into fashion dolls that embraced a down-to-earth style. She repaints the dolls' faces in order to remove excess makeup, molds new feet or shoes in order to allow for shoe options other than high heels, and her mother sews and knits clothing for the dolls. Singh gained international recognition after she posted photos of her dolls in her garden on her Facebook and Tumblr page. Her dolls went viral, through attention from journalists and people around the world hoping to purchase the dolls. Her dolls have encouraged a global conversation about the suitability and style of some children's toys. But why is it that her dolls have gained so much international approval? According to the popular psychology magazine, Psychology Today, studies show that children who play with Barbies have more negative attitudes about their own bodies than children who were given more normal-looking dolls to play with. Girls who look at dolls wearing sexualized clothing, like Bratz dolls, think that these types of clothes are the way for girls to be popular. Toys are how kids learn about the world and their place in it. A toy doesn't have to be labeled as educational to be instructive. Just because you aren't aware of what your kids are learning doesn't mean they aren't learning. Pectolitis et al., 2015, offer a post-structural perspective to gender, stating that gender is not something that we simply have or something that we are. It is not fixed, nor is it based on an inherent essence. It is a social construction, a fiction, and is therefore open to change. The researchers continue to posit that there is a cultural identification with certain fields, such as technology, with masculinity. What messages are young girls getting from toys like Bratz dolls? The girls need to be concerned with the way they look, with shopping, with staying informed of latest trends? Girl Guiding UK conducted a 2013 survey on girls' attitudes towards toys, and 87% of girls think women are judged more on their appearance than on their actual abilities. But children are not born with preconceived gender stereotypes. Research at a Welsh organization showed that by late primary age, children already have a very clear idea of what is suitable for boys and girls, ideas that are very difficult to change later on. The British campaign, Let Toys Be Toys, emphasizes that toys that focus on glamour and beauty lead girls to worry and focus on their own outward appearance. And this translates into adulthood inequalities through future career choices or beliefs about what their work is worth. Instead, Jensen and de Castell, 2013, emphasize that women face conditions of precarity as marginalized subjects in industries reserved for men, such as the video game industry, and they are viewed as sexualized objects in the creative and cultural projects that the world's largest entertainment industry produces. Bratz dolls are doing girls no favors. The tree change dolls provide us with options. If a little girl wants to play with dolls, she should be able to. But she should have the option of choosing a doll that looks like her and her role models. Perhaps toy manufacturers will catch on and begin to market realistic role models to young girls. There is a tremendous opportunity for business here. Why isn't anyone taking advantage of it? Instead, a recent study by sociologists Carol Oster and Claire Mansbach found that all toys sold on the Disney Store's website were explicitly categorized as being for boys or for girls. There was no for boys and girls option, even though a handful of toys could be found on both lists. The tree change dolls mark a step in the right direction, and it's time for toy manufacturers and retailers to stop sexualizing dolls for young girls and provide them with realistic role models.